This is the Galaxy S8 and this is my second cracked screen. I'm Ben from AuthenTech. Okay, before you hit that thumbs down button, hear me out first. I'm a big Samsung fan and I've really enjoyed the S8. It's been my daily driver for about 5 months now. Its camera's awesome, the display is beautiful. They did some really nice things on it. I promise I'm not looking for a pity party today and I wouldn't even be making this video, but I started searching on YouTube and found a lot of other people with the same issue. This curved glass is cracking way more easily than normal. And get this, I turned to you guys and James had his crack within 12 hours of owning. Brad and Arjun's cracked. Thorsten said his cracked twice, just like mine, and 2 of his 3 friends' S8s cracked. I'm noticing a theme. And here's the big question to you guys. Is having this curved infinity display actually worth the trade-off of having it being way more prone to cracking? I wanna hear your thoughts down in the comments. So I paid for this sucker with my own money, $817, and that's a lot of money. This ordeal started back in May. I sat down to dinner on a hardwood chair, phone in my back pocket. About 20 minutes later, I pulled out my phone and saw these cracks on 2 opposite corners of the screen. So I called support, of course they won't cover it, normal fee for screen replacements over $200. I barter the bill down, huge thanks to John, the supervisor. We got the repair down to $111. So sure, I send it in, wait a while, get it back, we're good, right? I've learned my lesson, I place a case and screen protector on the phone, and I thought I'd be good. And you gotta understand, I've had a ton of phones over the years, more than the average person since I'm always reviewing them. And I've never had a cracking issue like this before. Even on my S7 Edge, it survived plenty of drops. Now fast forward to last week, September 8th. I'm sitting outside, phone next to me on some flimsy chair. By some mysterious magical powers, as it always goes, the phone slides off and hits the concrete. That's a piddly 21 inches of height. I had both a phone case and screen protector on. And what do you know, the S8 screen cracked again. A really bad J-shaped crack all across the screen. Almost the exact same position as the guys over at Android Central. Now, I've never been so bummed with a phone screen before. This is Gorilla Glass 5, supposedly extra strong, right? So here's the point of the story. I've actually dropped my phones hundreds of times in the past, as I'm sure you have. Sometimes with a case, sometimes without a case, and usually they survive. But with this case, no deal. And I think it's all due to that curved glass design, right? Basically making way more glass exposed. In return, it's more susceptible to cracking. It's a no-brainer, right? Well, a phone that costs over $800, brand new, labeled as a top-tier, high-quality device, that's a lot of money for it to be extra prone to breaking. That's my thought. So I want to put it out to you guys. Am I being picky? Or do I need a better screen protector and case on it? Or do you see my point? And is it actually worth having this cool infinity display with that massive trade-off of the screen being more susceptible to cracking? Even with a screen protector and case on it, I don't think they help much either. Are you one to always purchase that insurance protection? Do I simply just need to have that better screen protector and case on it? Do you have an S8 or know someone who's had this screen easy cracking issue? I know I'm not alone. Now for me personally, I'm gonna suck it up, keep using the cracked screen, and when a better phone comes out, like that new LG V30, I'm pumped to check it out for you guys. I'm gonna cut my losses and sell my S8 cheap. Anyway, I really wanna hear your thoughts down in the comments. Is the curved display worth the trade-off? Thank you so much to all of you who actually made it this far. I'll see you next time. Let's live AuthenTech.